Flosstube. Today I would like to share with you an app that was introduced to me by Dee Stitcher. Thank you so much, Denise. This app is amazing. I use it almost every day. This is my iPad app that I use as a journal. I mentioned it in a previous video that I keep the records of my cross stitches and threads and stuff on a journal on my iPad. So I'm going to share that with you today. It's called XStitch App. So I'm just going to read for you what the app is about so you can see if it's something that you think you might be interested in before you watch this entire video. XStitch is an easy-to-use app designed by cross stitchers for cross stitchers. XStitch includes journal, inventory and shopping list modules. The journal lets you categorize and track all your projects, add photos, document the start and finish dates, and keep detailed project notes. The inventory module is a fast and fun way to manage your cross-stitch stash. Charts, threads and linen can be added with just a few clicks. XStitch comes preloaded with hundreds of chart designers and approximately 2,000 thread selections that you can quickly and easily add to your inventory. Use the shopping list to prepare for your next trip to the needle workshop. And because XStitch uses cloud technology, you can securely access your data from all your iPhone and iPad devices. No manual syncing or duplicate typing. Like to customize? XStitch lets you pick your favorite image for the home screen. Want to share? XStitch supports sharing via Facebook, Twitter, email, text and more. So you'll notice in that it said iPad and iPhone. At this stage it's not available for Android, but I have contacted the designer and he's a lovely man and he does answer all questions very quickly, and he said that an Android version is a possibility for the future. Okay, I'm going to start by showing you what the app looks like in the App Store, and this is it here, XStitch App by Jeff Devine, or Devine, symbolised by the X on the aqua background. So we'll go ahead and open that. Now I have this in landscape mode because it's easier for me to video it that way, but you can certainly use it the normal way around. It will load with the home screen, and this picture here you can choose whatever you like. I have chosen the mermaid that I'm currently stitching. You can change this picture quite easily by using the settings tab, and I will show that later on. And it will also give you a summary of the journal entries that you have added. As you can see, I've put everything on there so far. It did take me a while, but it was very worthwhile. We'll start with the journal tab, and you have 5 options here: wish list, kitted, started, finished and all. So basically anything that you are stitching, you can add it to any of these tabs. So on my wish list tab are just some designs that I have added that I would like to do in the future. I'll click on one here. The setup for all these journal entries is all the same. So you have a picture here that you can add. You simply press the edit button and then select the picture. It will actually show as a blue picture, and then it will access your photos on your device. And you can choose whichever one you like to put there. You add your title here, and then your designer, and then your designer. So you click on there, and there are hundreds of designers that are already on the app. You can easily go to the alphabetical menu here, and if your designer is not on here, you can either select miscellaneous, or you can suggest the app to add your designer, and you do that again via the settings option. I'll show you that when we get there. So this one's Heaven and Earth Designs. The status, this is where you will get the options to choose those that I showed you earlier. So mine always start off in my wish list. Then once I have kitted it up, I will change the status and then progressively go through each status as it changes. You can select your start date, and it comes up with this scrolling calendar, and the same will apply for the finish date. And then you can use this section to create notes for anything that you want to remember regarding your project. So you can, for example, in the linen notes, make a note of the type of fabric you've used for this design, or if this is in your wish list, something that you may wish to purchase, something that you've been looking at that you think it might look nice stitched on. So any sort of notes at all can be written in those projects. You can delete the project, I said down the bottom there, but for now we'll just cancel that because I already have what I have written there. So that's my wish list. We'll go back, kitted. These are all the things I already have kitted up. They're either little mini kits or something I have kitted up on my own. So it's just a few there. Click on the top one. Again, same sort of format, the photo at the top, the designer name, and all the other information. So being as these are on my wish list, there's very little information on those. Click on started. You'll see my 6 projects that are currently in my WIPs. Well, I have 5 projects and 1 UFO. So click on Mermaid of Atlantis. You see I've chosen Mirabilia. Started date, which is 1st of January 2015. My linen notes, what I have stitched it on, my stitch count, and how I've stitched it, and also some extra project notes that I like to keep a record of. And I do that for all those. And then my finished list, obviously I have a lot of finishes, and that's page 1, so I have to load more. So example, click on dragon, blue dragon. Again, same format. You can see the start date, you can see the finish date, and all the notes. And you can easily just change the status. Obviously, once it's finished, but for the started projects, you can just click on the status and change it to finished, and it will then automatically go into the next tab. So that's it for the, and you can select all, which will obviously display all your entries all together in alphabetical order. So whether they're started, finished, kitted. Very easy. Then we have the inventory tab, I should say. And we'll start with charts and kits. So this is where you would add any charts and kits that you have in your collection. What comes up here first for me is all the designers that I have already added. These are mine that I have in my stash. So for example, if I click on Heaven and Earth Designs, if I'm trying to find something, this will show me all the Heaven and Earth Designs charts that I have in my stash. And if I click on that, I can add notes to the actual design. This is helpful if you like to keep certain charts in a separate place. So you can maybe make a little note here of where you have stashed that, so it's easy to find later on. And if you want to add a new design, you click on this one here, enter in the chart name, again click on designer, and all those hundreds of designers will come up, and any notes that you want. So that's the charts and kits. Then there is the threads. And this will show, there's quite a variety here. Obviously it's not all of the threads that are available, and I believe they are still adding to them. And you can always contact the designer and request a certain thread to be added. He's a very lovely man. I have my skeins on here, not my bobbins. They all show in numerical order. Obviously the first thing that you will see is what you have in your inventory. So as I scroll through, you can see they're all in order. The 3000s come under 3 as opposed to at the end like DMC do it. And what I like about the thread inventory is you can allocate where your threads are going. So if I click on this one here, you can see I have one skein on hand, but it's already allocated for my Heaven and Earth Design mini bath time. So when I'm about to start up kit up a project, I will go to this app first and I will see if I have the colour in my storage. when I click on this, I can already see that, okay, I have that colour, but it's already allocated for another project, so I need to buy some more. So I just love the fact that I can change that to 10 if I wanted to, or any number can go in there, and then I can write down what projects they are allocated to. Thought this was a great idea. And as I said, there's quite a few in there. Oh, to add a new one, sorry, you just click on the plus there, and then these are all the colours. If the colour isn't here, it means, if the number isn't here, it means you've already chosen it. So it's already in your stash, and you can edit it from there if you want to add some more. So for instance, you'll see that 310 is not here. That's because it's already in my stash. There it is there, 310 black. So that's that one. Then the shopping list. This is where you can make a note of any items that you want to remember when you go to your local needlework store. Any things that you need to buy. And then lastly is the settings. And you'll see here is the option to change your home screen image. So what that will do is we'll show you what your current image is. Tap photo to change. It will access the photos on your device, and then you can choose a new image. So it's really easy to do. Update account is just for updating your password. And recommend designer. As I said before, if your designer wasn't listed there, you can recommend that your designer be added. So you just type in the name there. And it's usually done within a few days. I've recommended a few designers that weren't on the list, and they've now all been added. And this section is very helpful. Frequently asked questions. If there's anything I haven't mentioned, you may find the answer here. And there's also the email link to contact the designer. And the About page was what I read earlier. Sorry everyone, I forgot to show you one extra thing in the Inventory tab. I forgot to go through the linens. Okay, the options it gives here is Ada, Charles Craft and Miscellaneous. Obviously I store my Ada fabrics on the Ada tab. And I store my linens under the Miscellaneous. How you store these is completely up to you. So to add a new entry, you click on there, and you can type in your linen, type in the linen colour or name, the maker. These are the options that you have here. So quite a few options. Some of mine are miscellaneous because I wasn't sure. You can enter your thread count and also the cut of your fabric. And whatever notes you write here, the first line will also show under the main heading. So for example, you'll see here 25 count Dublin linen ecru, and then you'll see this little be underneath 25 count 20 by 31.5 inches. Well, that is what I had written in that first note. So if there's something in particular you want to remember about that fabric, like maybe you've allocated that for a particular design, if you write that on that first line there, it will come up under your heading. I just found it easier to list these in order of count. I originally did it in colour. I originally did it in linen type, but it's up to you exactly how you do that, whichever way you find easier. And my Ada is all there, starting from 10, 11, 14. Going right through. Again, same deal. Click on the add button there. So that one's really easy. So if you stayed to the end, thank you so much. I appreciate all of you who watched. I hope some of you give this app a try. It is free, as I mentioned, so there's really nothing to lose. As I said, I find this incredibly helpful. So yes, I hope you found it useful, and thank you again to all of you that like and comment and subscribe on my videos. You guys are all amazing, and I hope to come back with another video for you all soon. Thank you for watching. Bye.